they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the Buckeyes ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will have first crack at this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. And defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Defense in press coverage. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Off the play fake on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds a man on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Off the play fake. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Offense working from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He wants to take the top off. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air, it's Tate. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The quick out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got a man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Offense changing the play. The play-action fake. On the move to his left. He's going to run it. Inside the 30. Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think you love some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Tate. Makes the grab on the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Justin.
They didn't.
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Boom. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. To the air, it's Tate. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. What a nice job getting rid of the football. Not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot. Getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the inside. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Tate. Snagged out of the air. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes a catch. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as his defense forces a 4th down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash, a 59-yard try coming. And he had just enough to will that one home.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air, it's Tate. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here. You go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
It's caught. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, thrown for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
That should be the final play of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. To the air on first down. He makes a catch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, really nice catch there, getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got him downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. The give. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Garner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the grab. It's Hubbard.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Tate. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Still on his feet at the 45. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
But not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Right back to him on the ground. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop now to see what they do on 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it, he's now doing it running as well. Anything.
There he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This guy's going after a day sort of like the one Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93, already well on his way.
And Joey Galloway had that bayou speed, that Freaky Friday speed, and he's got it too. I mean, just such a dynamic weapon on the outside. It's a good idea to find him and throw.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and
going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fakes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quick strike through the air for the score. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Speeding down the left side. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Handoff from the gun. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Rebels! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The pitch to the left. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's complete on the right side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Sam Houston rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Buckeyes. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Tate. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the single back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
To the ground. He's got it again. Big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, the team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Davis looking to pass. On the move is the 30. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
I've always been a fan of staying aggressive until there's zeros on the clock. I know they've got a big lead, but they're not going to put their 4th-string offense out there and just run fullback dive. While we're competing in this game, while we're staying on the field, stop us. We're going to keep taking shots, and you're seeing the speed, the athleticism, the playmakers that they have still going to work here late.
The give to the back. Breaks into the... Got some room, entered the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
looking for a deep man. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game.